Here's your news for August 22nd, 2020. And your headlines for today include: first impressions about WWE Thunderdome, why WWE added a loser leaves WWE stipulation, is Renee Young planning to eventually settle in AEW? Current WWE wrestler calls her return bullshit. Shocking details about Shane McMahon taking over WWE Raw. John Cena's cryptic social media post created speculation among fans. Major development in the Sasha Banks-Bayley storyline on Smackdown before Summerslam. Major update on Buff Bagwell's injuries, an update on his condition. Smackdown superstar turning heel, and more. We are kicking off today with news from Smackdown as fans got to experience the new Thunderdome this week, and the reviews are in. The general consensus is that the show felt like the most normal WWE show we've seen in months, thanks to actual fans being in attendance, albeit virtually, and using the Amway Center, which is a much larger venue than the Performance Center, gave the show an upgraded, much bigger feel, complete with pyro, compared to what we've had in 2020. The only issue we really had is the barrage of screens that face the hard cam, which can prove to be an eyesore during the show, though the crowd sounded like normal. With that in mind, the Thunderdome is definitely preferable to the Performance Center, and with possible plans for a much bigger presentation, and with everything happening in the world right now, that's good enough for today. More Smackdown news: as whilst the Blue brand continued the storylines into this Sunday's SummerSlam pay-per-view, it's being reported that the company plans to turn over a new leaf, as WrestleVotes noted. Heard that throughout the weekend, WWE has things planned that are different but pretty cool. They're treating this Thunderdome as a restart of sorts. Expect a return or two, along with some new storyline ideas. The company has been trying to get out of their Performance Center for a while, and now that they're in the Thunderdome with its fancy LED boards, and with Triple H confirmed that a draft will happen later this year, it'll be interesting to see how this restart of WWE's current product goes. With this new venture, WWE is putting a lot of trust in fans who have been selected to appear and are ready to react to fans who aren't behaving. According to Wrestling Inc., the WWE is well aware that fans may try to push the limits, and if you do something that gets you pulled, that may be for good. They said, "It's been said that if you're removed from the live feed, your name and email address would be added to a blocked list. We're not sure what the virtual equivalent of bringing a beach ball is, but it's been confirmed that fans will be kicked for wearing AEW merch, though some fans will probably see being blocked as a badge of honor. One thing fans won't like is the FCC fine that they'll have to pay for inappropriate behavior on screen, and given that those fines aren't cheap, hopefully this would keep any would-be pranksters at bay." This week's Smackdown was also the go-home show for SummerSlam, with one match getting a major stipulation added. During a segment between Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose, Deville proposed making this Sunday's match a loser leaves WWE match, and it's unclear whether the hair versus hair stipulation is still on for their match, which will also be a no disqualification match. It's interesting that WWE would introduce this latest stip now, as Deville recently avoided a kidnapping, and this match type would allow her to take some much-deserved time off from the company to recuperate and deal with legal proceedings. Whatever WWE's reason is, it's clear that the two former best friends are going to tear each other apart this Sunday in what will be the last match for one of them. Though either Rose or Deville will be leaving us, one person who may be returning soon is Lars Sullivan, though that'll be easier said than done. After over a year out, Sullivan posted videos recently of his impressive workout, and whilst these videos didn't seem to be on Triple H's radar when he was recently asked, Ringside News are reporting that the Freak is coming back, though it's unclear when, and that's not due to his injury. A writer close to the situation has described Sullivan's situation as one fiasco after another, with his controversial comments, injury, and fans discovering his past in adult films all adding to the fiascos. Fans won't be quick to forget about any of this, and with Sullivan's history with mental illness, with the source saying that his emotional state will always be a concern, we'll have to see how WWE handles the Sullivan situation. More return news, as it's been confirmed that Talking Smack is back, albeit without Renee Young, and that show will be on Saturdays from now on. The first episode has already aired today, featuring new hosts Kayla Braxton and Xavier Woods, and the show will be on the free version of the WWE Network. This combination of hosts could be a winning formula, and after 3 years off the air, fans can look forward to talking smack each and every week. Speaking of Renee Young, she won't be returning to Talking Smack as more information has come out about the soon-to-be former WWE broadcaster. In the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer said one source described it as inevitable that Young will do something with AEW, though there's no deal at this time, and given the serious non-compete clause as part of Young's WWE contract, fans won't be seeing her alongside her husband for quite some time. There's reportedly been tension between WWE and Young for a while now, dating back to her going public about her positive test, with Meltzer noting that it was several days after her diagnosis that a company official talked to her. Though Meltzer is reporting that Young in AEW is inevitable, the announcer has a cookbook coming out soon, as it's clear she's got opportunities outside of the wrestling world. From a departure to a return next, as Mickie James isn't happy about her comeback match on this week's Raw after over a year away. Speaking to Ring the Bell, James described her countout loss to Natalya as bull and added, "They broke the internet for all the wrong reasons. Natty is badass. I feel like we're gonna have a great match. It's just unfortunate that nobody saw it." The only woman to be Women's, Divas, and Impact Knockouts champion, James added that she hopes to remind fans why she considers herself a measuring stick. And though her return match didn't go as she wanted for more than one reason, it's good to see James back in the ring and doing what she loves. We are sticking with Raw, and though we know Bruce Pritchard is running both main roster shows following Paul Heyman's dismissal, there was recently a rumor that Shane McMahon would be taking over the Red brand. The reports indicated that Pritchard was hoping to ease his workload, but according to Bodyslam.net, that isn't the case. Their report indicated that Shane was only brought back to host Raw Underground segments and isn't gunning for a role in creative, adding, "I reached out to my sources about this report and was told flat out by somebody close to the situation that there is no truth to the report of Bruce backing away from Raw and Shane taking over. Shane certainly seems to be having fun as the host of the Underground, and for now, Pritchard will remain in charge of both Raw and SmackDown for the foreseeable future." We are going back in time to March 2020, as during an episode of The Bump, Jeff Hardy said that his No More Words theme was coming back. This theme has been requested for fans for years who remember it from Jeff's main event push in 2008 to 2009, and now we know when WWE will use it again. Jeff's wife Beth has said that the theme is being reserved for when live fans are brought back into arenas. We still don't know when that'll be, as the company has the Amway Center for at least 2 more months, but with Jeff recently capturing the IC title, a win his brother Matt congratulated on Twitter, and with WWE pushing Jeff reportedly to stop him from joining Matt in AEW, hopefully fans will hear No More Words soon enough. We've got some John Cena news next, as the former world champion's tendency to post random photos on his Instagram have got the fans talking again. For quite some time, Cena has posted people's faces photoshopped onto Steve Austin's body, but now he's done so with a blurred-out face with a John Cena hat on, and mentioned SummerSlam in the caption. This has led to speculation that Cena could be appearing this Sunday, despite there being no reports from sources suggesting this. Though if fans remember that there was no announcement for Cena's return at WrestleMania 35, it's possible that Big Match John has escaped the Firefly Funhouse and will appear this Sunday. Speaking of 16-time world champions, Ric Flair was recently written off WWE TV, but things didn't go as the company originally planned. On the August 10th edition of Raw, Flair was betrayed by his protege Randy Orton and was seemingly punted after the two shared words in the ring. According to the Viper himself, though, who spoke this week to Inside the Ropes, Flair was meant to stay silent during the segment, which is interesting, as the Nature Boy had plenty to say about the Legend Killer when he went off script. Given that the entire episode of Raw was filmed in advance, the WWE could have edited Flair's comments out, or even could have stopped to reshoot the segment, but obviously didn't, though we doubt that anyone other than the 16-time world champion could have gotten away with disobeying a direct order from WWE. Back to SmackDown, as the WWE once again teased splitting Sasha Banks and Bayley. With both women set to defend their singles titles against Asuka this Sunday, a Beat the Clock challenge determined that Bayley will defend her title first, against a fresh Empress, something that Banks was visibly happy about. It'll be interesting if either or both women lose their gold to Asuka this Sunday, and with the Golden Role Models set to defend their tag titles at Payback, things may get more tense for the two from here. We've got an update from Buff Bagwell next, as after being in a car accident, it's being reported that he suffered a broken hip, broken ribs, a broken left eye socket, a torn groin, and lots of bruising. Miraculously though, Bagwell will not require surgery, according to UCW promoter Ron Gossett, after he lost control of his 2013 Chevrolet Tahoe last Sunday, and after striking a metal fence, drove into oncoming traffic before colliding with a freestanding bathroom. Post-crash, Bagwell was transported to Wellstar Kenstone Hospital in Marietta, Georgia, and investigators believe that Bagwell's driving was impaired by the use of prescription medication. The most important thing right now is that the former WCW star and 5-time WCW Tag Team Champion is alive and safe, though there will come a time when he'll have to answer questions about why he drove so erratically. Back to Smackdown, and after failing to defeat Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, WWE teased a heel turn for Kalisto. Post-match, Kalisto started shoving his partner Lince Dorado, and after the former US champion returned to action last week, it'll be interesting to see if WWE pull the trigger on this teased heel turn. Now, some Vince McMahon news, as rumors were that WrestleMania 36 host Rob Gronkowski was a little nervous to do the leap off of a 10-foot balcony, which helped him secure the 24/7 championship. To calm the NFL All-Pros' nerves, WWE's chairman and CEO Vincent Kennedy McMahon climbed over the balcony and did the spot himself. This clip from an upcoming network special, WWE 24 WrestleMania: The Show Must Go On. Check this out on the network and see how Vinnie Mac jumps. And we're ending today with Nia Jax news, as she's set to appear on ABC's What Would You Do? On the show, which will air this Tuesday, Jax will speak about her experiences being bullied, and though she may be a no-good bully on screen, it's good to see the former Raw Women's Champion use her own experiences being victimized to help others out.